A woman's submission is supposed to be conditional. Otherwise, that woman can end up submitting to a total idiot. Her submission has got to be conditional, because you need to remember that when a woman submits to you, because most of us think submission means somebody submitting like a slave submitting to a slave master. But a woman's submission to a man is totally different. It means that this woman agrees to this man being her man. She agrees to this man being her husband. She agrees to this man being the father of her kids. She agrees to this man being the head of her family. She agrees to this man being the leader of her family. So her conditions has got to make sure that this man is fit to play these roles very well. This woman has to make sure that this man is not abusive as well. This man can resolve conflicts in a healthy manner. Now, I know that submission today is misinterpreted and misused. There are women who will tell you that I won't submit, and when you ask why, they provide their conditions. And when you look at their conditions, they just want a man who will provide them with a lifestyle. They just want money. None of their conditions covers the family part. It covers nothing. Husband, father, head of the family, leader. It has got nothing to do with that. As long as you give her money, as long as you finance a certain lifestyle for her, she will submit. Which maybe could be okay if the two parties agree to that. But submission in its true form is totally different. There must never be such a thing as a woman submit naturally. Even a man must make sure he chooses a wife, because not every woman is a wife. If the man does not have conditions as well that a woman must meet to qualify as a wife, to qualify as the mother of his kids, to qualify as the woman of his home, then that man must be prepared for his life to be a living hell. The same way with a woman who just submit without conditions. She must be prepared to maybe be a single mother. She must be prepared to run through the courts forcing a man to pay child support. Conditions, standards are there to protect us. Now I've got conditions that a woman must meet to be in my life. And I also expect that woman to have conditions that I need to meet to be in her life. Otherwise, we are fooling one another. You wake up 5 years down the line and then this person has changed. Most people be like, he has changed. Of course, you cannot figure someone out completely, but at least have some screening process. Have something that will screen people, that will separate boys from men. If you just pick, you don't know what you're subjecting yourself to. You don't know what you're subjecting your kids to. There are men who've got women who are using their kids as weapons to get back at those men. And there are women who are single mothers The fathers are out there living their lives. So conditions are necessary, guys. Conditions are necessary in your life. Standards are necessary in your life. They are there to protect you from nobodies. If you be with somebody, no, I just love them. No, naturally. There's no such a thing as a love that is unconditional. Sometimes as people, we fool ourselves. There is no such a thing as a love that is unconditional. There is no such a thing. Otherwise, women would be falling in love with those guys who live under bridges. Those guys who are drug addicts. Guys will also date those ladies who are drug addicts, who sleep under bridges. Why aren't we dating them? Why aren't we marrying them? Because they don't meet our standards. They don't meet our conditions. There is no such a thing as an unconditional love. The only place you'll get an unconditional love is from a parent. Anyone else, you need to meet certain standards. And there's nothing wrong about it. A woman's submission is supposed to be conditional.